Two very well-rounded fighters. And, of course, we can't start the fight without the ultimate tequila experience. That is Ignite. And our lovely ladies there, that is Layla. That is Destiny. Lovely Ignite models. Here we go. Musa Sethwape takes on Shannon Van Tonder. Hell-bent on revenge, looking to get that win back. Let's get down to business. Round one brought to you by Dragon Energy, and Sethwape has landed big money shots right out of the gate. Sethwape in the blue, Van Tonder in the black, and they are not playing around tonight, son.
Van Tonder going back to the body kick straight away. Eats a couple of those counters from Musa. Good leg kick from Van Tonder. Sethwape looks for a home for that left hand early. Van Tonder getting little flavors when he comes in. Get a nice leg kick from him. Jumping body kick misses. Musa gets out of the pocket. Now he's coming into it. Good movement off the back foot from Shannon. Nicely disguised left hand.
Tonder's always been good with the angles, Simon. He always finds ways to get those shots in, and Sethwape is going to slow him down right away, not let him get a groove on the strikes. But getting out of that position is Van Tonder, SVT with the big knees. And now we separate. These guys know each other very well.
Yeah, they've just prepared for each other so many times. After the EFC 100 fight, the rematch was cancelled. Shannon was sick. He did apologize to Musa for that cancellation. Game planned each other on and off for almost 2 years. And now they're both in absolutely superb shape. So it's the perfect time for them to meet. Van Tonder does well to disguise that right hand. He goes down to the body. There's some nice knees inside the clinch that we saw there. And Musa got out of. Oh, big right hand from Shannon, just misses. That left of the body again. Mixing it up. Nice right hand as well as Musa tries to find a home from one of his own.
Matched up well here, Sethwape and Van Tonder with a live crowd. Now, you can give me a good idea about that, Simon. This crowd seems to be louder and stronger than ever tonight. Big right hand for Sethwape, but it seems like the atmosphere there, the World Sports Betting Arena, is top-notch tonight.
Yeah, and this fight, it's actually quieting down because they know what's gone into this fight. Massive body kick for Van Tonder. Sethwape felt that. So they're on the edges of their seats. It's a very tense atmosphere going into this particular bout. They know the two title fights are coming, but they know the history between Shannon and Musa, and that's why I think the atmosphere has all of a sudden just raised the tension. It's been a very rowdy evening at the World Sports Betting Arena, and it's still rowdy, but there's a very electric atmosphere of anticipation, knowing that something special is coming in this fight.
We've already seen some real heavy artillery being thrown here by both men. Few have landed, but never dead on here. And they are just giving each other hell, not wasting a lot of time. Now they're tied up in the clinch. Let's see who's going to win this one. Van Tonder able to get some big knees to sap some energy out of Musa Sethwape. Under 2 minutes here in round one. And anytime you know a guy so well, you see interactions like this. They just seem to have an answer for everything.
Nicely disguised jumping right hand. I mean, just some of the things Shannon Van Tonder's doing to disguise his strikes are absolutely superb. Musa is coming forward with a couple of wild combinations, but he's letting Shannon settle into his range striking game, which Musa doesn't want to do. He's got to put the pressure on. Sethwape can't fight Van Tonder on the outside like this. Yeah, he's coming back with some nice power shots, but once Van Tonder's settled into the striking rhythm, he's a danger to anyone in the division. And even when they clinch up, you know, Shannon's having the better of these exchanges with the knees up the middle inside the clinch. Musa's going to have to do something here. It's a good round for Van Tonder with less than 60 seconds left. Oh, nice right hand.
Under a minute. Right hand for Van Tonder. Sethwape answers. This has been great back and forth. Van Tonder seems even a little bit more motivated, though. Obviously, to get that win back and to pick up 2 wins in a row, something he hasn't done in a while since early on in his career. Van Tonder wants to reel off a few. This is a guy that is very motivated, very confident in his abilities. Like we have been for a long time, we've always thought that Van Tonder had it. Now he's just got to get it done.
Nice knees from
Van Tonder. Run off 2 or 3 wins, Simon.
I mean, Musa's backpedaling a lot on these. Oh, nice right uppercut from Shannon Van Tonder. Forces Sethwape to clinch up. Eats a couple of knees. Look for home for a wild right overhand on the disengaged to Sethwape. But Van Tonder's Muay Thai experience really coming into play here. He's got those Bangtao shorts on, and he's living it in that first round. Some beautiful strikes from SVT.
We take a look at the Mikuru corner cam here. Musa Sethwape. And Van Tonder has been giving him everything he can handle. Sethwape is certainly hanging in there. Action replay brought to you by Mikuru. And you've seen the shots from Sethwape get through, but Van Tonder just seems a little bit more motivated here. I don't know if you noticed that, but it just seems like Shannon seems to have more answers here in round 1.
Yeah, and those repeated knees, some of them blocked, but others not so. Nice clinch work. Got the plum on and goes to work. Van Tonder eats a nice right there. That was Musa Sethwape's best shot of the first round. Nice disguise, jumping right hand. Goes down to the body so nicely. There's that uppercut, just glances off Musa Sethwape's nose. That would have been a problem if he connected a bit more on it. Nice mixture of strikes from Van Tonder. He forced Sethwape on the back foot throughout that first round, forcing Musa to be out of position, coming forward with some very wild strikes at times. A couple of good ones, but a good round for Shannon Van Tonder. Pacing himself once, jumping front kick. Sethwape targets the lead leg, eats a big left.
Out swinging. Here, round 2 brought to you by Dragon Energy, and Van Tonder just seems to keep moving forward, not giving up a whole lot of ground inside of the hexagon here tonight. Still to come, that big double main event, right? Incredible. Martin Manstananika Cabeza is next. Zakir Badat has his own battle. It's going to be Zakir Badat and Luke Michael to finish off the year. Here's the in-play odds. Sethwape behind, Van Tonder looking strong.
Nice left from Shannon, good leg kick from Sethwape. Oh, nice left there from Musa. Coming in with a couple of power shots now as Sethwape tries to finish with a massive right uppercut at the end of the 3-piece. Repeated left jabs from Van Tonder to get into the pocket and set up his clinch, looking for those knees again. And Musa doesn't want anything to do with it this time.
Van Tonder's not getting a whole lot on those punches, though. He's getting more on his kicks. On his punches, he's just sort of floating them out there, just making contact. He's certainly got other things in mind here, does Shannon Van Tonder, as he gets in there with that clinch. Let's see where he goes with it, if it's just going to be the knees or if he's going to try to take him into the mat.
Sethwape having a bit more joy with the strikes at the beginning of this second round. And they're certainly able to slip and disengage from the clinch more effectively in this round. That being said, it's Van Tonder coming forward. Oh, nice little right there as Van Tonder finds his range. With Sethwape on the back foot. Oh, the nice kick that really winded Sethwape. But Musa just comes forward and falls into the guard. One butterfly from Shannon on one side. Got to be careful of that dangerous rubber guard. Has Musa Sethwape. But did well to be in this position after wincing from a massive teep kick, I think, to the solar plexus from Shannon Van Tonder. Took the wind out of Musa Sethwape. He winced, but then came forward and almost caught Shannon Van Tonder off position and out of balance to end up in this position with an effective half guard. Shannon almost giving up his back, but he's side on with his back. Good fight for wrist control, good reversal.
Wow, look
good
at
work.
this.
He's got the arm. Is he going to stretch it out from here? He's keeping hold of it. Musa Sethwape is holding on to his own wrist to prevent the armbar. Shannon Van Tonder stepping over. now into full mount. Good transition for Van Tonder after originally a good submission defense of the armbar from Sethwape. Wow, great sequence.
He is having a night tonight indeed, is Shannon Van Tonder, as he continues to pour it on. Musa Sethwape, what a scramble, and it looked like there for a second he was going to be able to tap him. But Sethwape gets out of trouble for the time being. 90 seconds left here in round number 2. As the aggression mounts up here with Shannon Van Tonder, can he put away Sethwape and get that win back?
Well, bit of a half-guard retention from Musa. Shannon Van Tonder's taking his time. Got to be careful, Sethwape, about leaving that arm out there. Pulls it back in, but he eats a nice right elbow from Shannon. Going onto his belly now. Turning around the back and following him. He's got a hook in now with Shannon Van Tonder. He's got one arm underneath the neck. Let go, he's going to see if he can cinch it up.
Oh, man, he's digging in deep.
It's underneath. Trying to
Could
get
it be Shannon Van Tonder's night?
He's readjusted.
The grip is on,
He's
but it's not
Cyrus.
underneath the chin.
He's cranking as much as he can.
Sethwape actually did the wrong thing. It looked like he made it even tighter, but Shannon Van Tonder can't put him away, and he's going to disengage. Probably the smartest move, but he's going to look for it again. He's got a nice body lock. Still a little bit of time to work with, but he's got to cinch it in quick.
Good defense from Sethwape, just gutted it out. Shannon Van Tonder readjusted it. As you said, it looks like he was getting himself into trouble. I mean, Musa's fought off that submission attempt just as he fought off the armbar from earlier that initiated this sequence of events on the ground. And slowly walking over to his corner is Musa Sethwape. In comparison, Shannon Van Tonder skipping over to the stool after a very strong round for him.
No doubt about it. Mukuru corner came here for Sethwape, who is really being put through it here, especially in round 2. We saw that attack on the ground, a great scramble, but it was Shannon Van Tonder that got the most of it. With your action replay, we'll take a look. Sethwape had his moments. Simon, he was looking strong, but Van Tonder wouldn't give him room to breathe.
No, just kept coming forward. Nice body kick. That's the one that almost folded Musa Sethwape. Beautiful knees inside the clinch, but finds himself off balance. And Musa Sethwape just falls in. You can see that body shot crumpled him. But gets a simple and comes forward, but gets reversed. And Tonder traps the arm here. Going for the armbar, keeps hold of it. Sethwape defends very well, rolls over with it. But that puts Shannon Van Tonder into full mount, and Sethwape finds himself defending the submission attempt for the rest of that second round as we go into what was going to be a very interesting third.
Lovely Ignite ladies, get us ready for round number 3. It's time to see who can pull this one off. Sethwape's got to fight back here. Van Tonder takes a deep breath before he steps back into the fray. Third and final round brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink is the feature bout, living up to its moniker. It has been a feature. It has been tightly contested, and Sethwape looking for a comeback.
A couple of shots to start the round. Nice left in the middle of that from Sethwape. Oh, beautiful sequence from Musa. Shannon Van Tonder eats them. And every strike there landed very sweetly for Musa Sethwape. The left at the end of that two-piece also scores nicely for Sethwape.
Let's take a look at the in-play odds from World Sports Betting. Still Van Tonder is the favorite. Sethwape picking up a little bit of ground here. 4 minutes to go. A lot of time to operate here, Simon. And Sethwape starting to put some strikes together, put some combinations together, but Van Tonder continues to push him forward. And that big right hand will create a little separation.
A nice left and right from Musa Sethwape. After the right hand scores, Certainly Van Tonder seemed to slow down a little bit here. He presents a bit of an easier target for Sethwape's combinations. The right hand from Musa just misses. Ineffectual strikes from Shannon from distance. Certainly Shannon seemed to slow down going to his third round. I thought it was Musa that was slowing down at the end of the second, but he started this third very brightly. We saw this in that first fight at the UFC 100. And Shannon was like plodding forward with his hands low to his wrists, his hands low to his waist. And Musa dancing on the outside and trying to score, and that's what got him the fight. You could easily argue that Shannon has those first 2 rounds and just has to survive this round. But he doesn't want to take a needless beating. He needs to concentrate perhaps more on his defense and give the round away, who knows, considering that Musa Sethwape started his third round much better.
We saw a little sus judging earlier here. You don't want to leave it in the hands of the judges by any stretch of the imagination. We're at the halfway point here of the third and final round. Time to pick up the pace for both these men. Whatever they got left in the tank, they got to put it out there. Who wants it more here? Is it going to be Sethwape that gets a couple in a row, or is it going to be Van Tonder that can right that wrong here in his career?
Oh, nice high kick from Musa, blocked from Shannon. Look at the standoff starting to go now as we get into the last 2 minutes of the third and final round. Shannon's coming forward. Massive left uppercut from Sethwape, misses. There'll be no problem if that connected. You put the beans into that one, that's for sure. Shannon coming in with that right hand. Sethwape gets out of the pocket. Some wild counters from both fighters, but nothing really landing. The pace starts to slow after 2 very back and forth rounds. Musa teasing that right hand, cocked and ready. Nice right hand from Sethwape down the pipe. Shannon continues to come forward. Musa dancing around the outside. Timing that power combo on a counter if he can. Look for home for that right cross. No dice.
Under a minute left. Get to the end of this one, and Van Tonder's going to try to pour it on now. You can see the motivation moving forward quickly, trying to close distance and shut down Musa Sethwape. He's got to have a dominant final 40 seconds here. We got to see more. If you want a guaranteed victory, you certainly don't leave it to the judges, but you definitely don't have a round in like this. You want to come out there and make a statement. Neither one are willing to do it. I think they're willing to go to the end of the round and see how the judges score it.
Well, the crowd's getting a bit restless, Cyrus, I've got to say. The spinning back kick from Sethwape completely misses. Gives Van Tonder the opportunity to get the back and get the takedown. Big shots now from Van Tonder to finish the final round strong. After the crowd was starting to complain about the lack of action in the third round. And after that, bad blood, that's what you want to see.
100%, I love it. That's exactly what we want to see. And great sportsmanship between these two as they went to war once again. Only one could come out on top. Might be a tough decision. Seems like this is Van Tonder's fight to lose. But you never know where the judges are going to go with it. I'll put you on the spot, Simon. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Van Tonder takes it by should be unanimous decision, 2 rounds. Perhaps to 1. I think the more telling blows in that third round went to Sethwape. But stranger things have happened in the World Sports Betting Arena this year. There's that beautiful combination from Sethwape with that right hand just rocking him back. 5-piece combo with everything landing. Certainly the best combination of the entire fight. But just not enough of them from Musa Sethwape in that first round. Certainly had a better third round in Musa's. Shannon took his foot off the gas. Good right hand from Sethwape. bit of a stalemate towards the end of that round. And a fun finish. Certainly fireworks in those first two and the last 15 seconds of that third round.
Man, and you know, you can't understate knowing your opponent the way that these two know each other. And they had an answer. They knew what each other was going to do. We saw that countless times. I think it was just Van Tonder that was just more aggressive, and I think that was the difference in rounds 1 and 2. Things slowed down, and really, we saw it earlier. You just never know where the judges might lean and what they're looking at specifically. So that's where we'll leave it. Division.
29-28, 29-28.
Well,
in here for the EFC, and one of these men will get their hands raised and move up the ladder here in the featherweight division.
Well, in comes Gotso, Cyrus. Let's see.
Right on time. Let's see what he's got for us. Gotso for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. The judges score this contest 29-28, 29-28, and 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, Shannon Van Tonder.
Shannon, you good? You okay to talk?
This heat fucked me up.
What happens? What do you mean?
No, just the heat. I need to get used to fighting in the heat.
Especially after those 2 rounds. Go get some water if you need to. We'll bring it here. Especially after those 2 rounds, you certainly brought the heat to him. In that 3rd round, I know you didn't have much left, but you've got to be happy that you finally get